Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and see exactly how some of the world's biggest companies manage their sales with unbelievable precision.
I mean, it's a huge question, right? But the answer lies in a really powerful integrated system. And the best way to understand it is to just see it in action. So we're going to follow a sales rep, let's call her Sally, through her day and watch how she uses this tech to get her job done.
Okay, let's dive right in. The tool at the heart of Sally's world is SAP S4 Anata. Now, you can think of this as the central nervous system for the entire sales operation. It's designed to handle, well, pretty much everything. This whole journey from start to finish has a name, the order-to-cash process. And the system maps out every single step. It starts with pre-sales, maybe an inquiry or a quote. Then you create the actual sales order. From there, it coordinates shipping, sends out the bill, and finally tracks the payment. It's all one connected, seamless flow. But here's the thing. Before Sally can even create a single order, the system needs a rock-solid foundation to work from. And that foundation is called master data. Honestly, this is the secret sauce that makes the whole thing work. First up, you've got the customer master. This is the single source of truth for every single customer. And it's not just their name and address. It defines critical roles, like who's the sold-to party, the one placing the order, versus the ship-to party, which could be a totally different warehouse location. Getting this right is absolutely crucial. Next, there's the material master. Think of this as the digital encyclopedia for every single product the company sells. I mean, everything is in here. Its weight, its dimensions, how it's taxed, where it's stored, you name it. It's the one central place for all product info. And finally, we have the condition master. This is where all the pricing magic lives. It holds every price, every possible discount, special surcharges, you name it. This is what lets the system calculate a perfectly accurate price, automatically, every single time. In this diagram right here, it shows you the power of master data perfectly. Let's say a customer's address changes. You update it just once in the customer master, and boom, it automatically updates across every open sales order for them. But other things, like the shipping terms agreed upon when the order was placed, they stay locked in. This makes sure your data is always current, but also historically accurate. So you see, master data isn't just about data entry. It's the engine that drives consistency and automation. Okay, so we've got our foundation. That all-important master data is in place. Now let's get back to Sally. It's time for her to create that first sales order of the day. And you're about to see just how fast this is. Because the system already has all that rich master data locked in, Sally gets to skip all the boring, tedious stuff. No typing in addresses or looking up prices. She only needs 3 key pieces of info. Who's the customer, what product do they want, and how many? That's it. And the second she puts those 3 things in, the system just takes over. It instantly pulls information from the customer master, the material master, and the condition master to build a complete, 100% accurate sales order, calculating everything from the price to discounts, freight, and even taxes. So the order is created in literally seconds. It looks perfect. But this is where the system's real intelligence kicks in. Because a perfect-looking order doesn't mean a thing if you can't actually deliver it. Sally's customer wants their delivery on a specific date. So the big question now is, can we actually meet that promise? Do we have the product, and is it not already spoken for by someone else? To figure this out, the system runs what's called an available to promise check, or ATP for short. Now, it's not just looking at the current stock on the shelf. No, it's way smarter. It looks at all future inventory coming in, that's receipts, and all the confirmed orders going out, those are issues. And from that, it calculates this cumulative ATP quantity over time, which gives a true picture of what we can actually promise. So the basic logic here is first come, first served. Look at this example. We start with 100 units in stock. But see that first order? It's already been confirmed and it claimed all 100 units, bringing our available quantity down to 0. So when Sally's order for 50 units comes in, the system sees that we're already at 0 and her order would push us to -50. The result? Her order can't be confirmed. So Sally's in a bit of a tough spot. Her order is unconfirmed and her customer's waiting. And of course, just to make things more interesting, a new request hits her inbox that changes the entire game. It's a new order from Motormarkt Heidelberg, her company's biggest, most important VIP customer. And what do they want? Of course, the exact same items that are out of stock. And this is a classic business problem, right? The simple first come, first served rule just isn't going to cut it. It doesn't care who the customer is.
So how can the system handle this kind of conflict intelligently without someone having to manually fix it?
Well, the system has another trick up its sleeve. It's a process called backorder processing, or BOP for short. When you get into these situations where orders are unconfirmed or delivery dates are way off, BOP can run and intelligently reevaluate everything.
So instead of just blindly following first come, first served, a BOP run looks at all the open orders and redistributes the available inventory based on business rules, like customer priority. And you can see the results right here. The system automatically took the stock that was reserved for a lower priority order and reassigned it to the high priority one. It makes sure your most important customers are taken care of first.
Okay, so the system is a beast at handling individual orders and sorting out complex inventory problems. But what about the big picture? How does Sally keep track of her overall performance? For that, she uses embedded analytics. This screen here is a real-time report that gives her a high-level summary of all incoming sales orders. She can slice and dice this data any way she wants, by customer, by product, whatever she needs to see.
But here's the real game changer. It's what we call insight to action. From that summary report, Sally might see a number that looks interesting. With a single click, she can jump from that high-level analytic directly into the actual list of sales orders that make up that number. There's no switching apps, no running new reports. The insight and the action are totally connected.
You know, this seamless connection between analytics and action is just transformative. It automates all the tedious work and brings the real problems right to the surface. Which really leaves us with one final thought. When a system can handle the mechanics of selling this efficiently, what does that free up a salesperson to do? It lets them focus on what really matters, building relationships and truly understanding their customers.